real. Home of the relish and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In a ring, it's gritty and real. Braveheart man put a kid on his shield. Daft man put a kid on his. Been back from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give him with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the Tale of the Tape. So it's Evgeny Gradovich, Tale of the Tape. So here is Evgeny Gradovich, nicknamed El Ruso Mexicano. The man born in Russia now resides in Southern California, and the Mexicans there say, hey, this guy's one of us. It's Carl the...
This bout is scheduled.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't...
And there's the bell to start round one. Which fighter will say no mas? To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You got a swarmer on your case, you know you've got to fight, you got to hold him, you got to tie him up, you got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching till that referee said stop.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill.
Oh my God, Johnny! El Ruso Mexicano may be going down. They survived that.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This is not where Carl Frampton wants to be. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. The game plan does not seem to... The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. Those counter punches have to hurt. You don't want to trade shots. That counter punch caught him clean. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. I promise you all... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Well done with that counter shot. Counter shot lands. Misses with the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Missing with that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab doesn't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Can't find a home for that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fade with him, pickpocket him.
Jab misses. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. So much firepower here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Hold that thought. Whoa! Lights out. It's over. This fight is done. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed, 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 indeed. Here we go, one time. Skies and binoculars, 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it, just by it, someone alongside it, a long silence, a strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the silence with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye, hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoken jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds, yeah, really need, really need, really need, very beautifully, very beautifully. A little battle rise for you, little battle ride, little battle ride. Really need, really need, very beautifully, a little raid. What's up, what's up? Little battle rise for you. Unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the Samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laughed for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Really need, you know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap for you. Really need, really need, really need. Very beautifully, very little rain. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. I like to welcome everybody out. Yeah. To the Samurai, Samurai. To the Samurai. I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm down on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsements. But that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the
To make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost the appetite and lack of sleep. If it's dead and flat in line, I leave a message at the bed.
hello? Can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound, 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 pound for pound, pound for pound, pound.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's go. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go.
Let's do it.
On the job.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? Don't worry about that.
Let's fight.
Roll the left hook.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus.
And box.
Look at me. Look
to me. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Do you still want to fight?
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Have you got complacent?
Do your business.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. You're starting to make mistakes and you switch.
Let's do it.
focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself.
And box.
Come on, get your head fixed up. Come on, be smart. Stay focused.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him...
Let's fight. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you all right?
Okay, forget about it. Forget about that knockdown.
Are you okay? You're out of there.
another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please y'all. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it, I assume that my doom ain't the worst. To be guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Just cost another one. Just cost another one. Just cost another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one.
Pick a side, will you live, will you die, will you quit, will you try, sweating eyes, who am I, champion till I die, every morning, every night, boy I gotta look alive, now you can hear the crowd going wow, yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down. Pick a side, only two options, be with the winners or the other guys, yeah. Ain't no time, we already on the way, better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up, now all the kids got a new hero, they ain't never seen so many zeros, and that's when the crowd starts to shout, yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down, yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores, we came to battle, we came for war, digging in the mud, carry across the globe, no matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow, I guess all the sacrifice was worth it, the pain made perfect, and gave me a purpose, yeah, and I still don't get no breaks, and you about to learn why if you in my way, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs, fighting out of New York, New York. He is one of the most talented fighters in this division. Let's see what he's got for us in this one. It's the King, Amir King.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Ooh, a stiff jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's all offense all the time. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Both men step back for just a moment. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
It's a flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
It's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. You've got to take... Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
And then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Right, let's get out.
And there's the bell for round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Switch back. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
And win the round. I need you to go back out there.
Doing the gaps will appear. Just get him on the end of the jab back.
Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you go.
Whoa, Johnny! Amir Khan in some real trouble! Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hook just can't find the target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? Talk about Jacobs in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you think
And there's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
they've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Just missed with that hook. Stamina is off the charts. How about that time counter shot? One moment changes everything, especially in this. And down goes the Miracle Man. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. You okay?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a This is the beginning of round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. about Jacobs in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go, it's round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to show up to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punching. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. See you continue.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
That uppercut misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Well done with that counter shot. Fantastic punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. It's all offense all the time. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Are you daft? All the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting. Send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people chant? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Brother have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real. Braveheart man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging up field. Left up, give it with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Lash. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like you can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist.